MikeDurbin.com. You can get the WCW-esque Konnan in that K-Dog Wolfpack style. Man, this Konnan might be Bendy of the Year right now.
I really told you. Yo. Let me speak on this. Mike Durbin Productions exclusive. The Konnan, I was the most impressed with Konnan, man. It's like undercover Bendy of the Year. It's a really nice figure. The do-rag is freaking awesome in person. I love the exclusive with the WCW packaging. I love this one with the camo. It's really nice.
And I will say a figurine expert who went to TJ on Friday, Matt Cardona, put it over as being a good figurine as far as figurines go.
Yo, hold on, let me speak on this. Exclusive Mike Durbin Productions, K-Dog. Look at that, listen to K-Dog, keeping it 100, logo on the back, MikeDurbin.com. Get it right now. Low key might be Bendy of the Year. Go get it.
Next is from Spready Roosevelt from Tampa. AK100 Crew just saw an article from Fightful about Tony saying AEW's exiting its exclusivity window for negotiating with Warner Brothers Discovery. Oh, wait, interesting. Wait, let me read this again. Just saw an article from Fightful about Tony saying AEW is exiting its exclusivity window for negotiating with Warner Brothers Discovery. So, is my understanding, okay, so my question, is this karma catching up with Tony for tweeting Bischoff about ending his podcast before AEW's next rights renewal? Kind of odd if Tony had a renewal with the network that would be letting him exit the exclusivity window without the deal being done. Also, he announced this days after Punk said AEW isn't a real business, so maybe that damaged AEW to advertisers. Your thoughts, and the link is enclosed. So AEW only could negotiate with Warner Brothers Discovery going forward, and they had a window, and the window's done. So it's like, I don't understand why this is a negative. Now Tony can negotiate with other people, unless Tony was negotiating with other people already, which means I don't know. Is that like against the policy of him negotiating with them? I don't know what's going on here. So I don't know. It can't be bad if he can negotiate with more people now. Go ahead.
When the guy asked him on the Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor media call when the exclusive negotiation window with WBD closes. And Tony said, I'm not sure that I'm able to answer that question. I don't want to endanger anybody who works here or get anybody in trouble. I'm not sure I can say. Right. It's coming up soon. I probably shouldn't say the exact date. I do appreciate you asking that. I probably shouldn't say the exact date. It's coming up pretty soon here.
Tony Khan, you know the funniest thing about it? He does the, I appreciate the question. Like people when they're in front of Congress, they ask me stuff. Like, I appreciate the question.
White House press secretary.
I appreciate the question. I appreciate the question, but I'm not going to answer it. Okay, you didn't appreciate the question then, so because you didn't answer it, right? I don't know, others, bro. What do you think is going to happen with the right? That they have to get more. Okay, just it just makes sense that they did kind of but how much more? I mean, how much more would you give that company right now?
Said I don't know what their metrics are. If it is like Meltzer told me once 500,000 and they're doing 800,000 or low seven or high 700s, is that good enough? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it is to give them a raise because they're doing better, right? I don't think they're probably getting what they think they're going to get. But,
right. I don't know. I want to hear from one. I
don't know. I don't know what is considered successful for TNT, right? Or TV. Okay. Yeah.
Here's my thing. The Murdoch kid, Rupert Murdoch's kid, had no problem coming out and saying, "Hey, look, we're definitely not making the money back that we're paying WWE. All right, this is their advertising. It's just not. Right. It's just not there. They're not getting that. Okay, so they came out and they basically said that. Right. But and you would have thought like, wow, that's not good for WWE. But they found another suitor that gave them twice as much money as they're getting now. Right. Fox said we're not giving them this deal anymore because it's too much. And they found another company that gave them double.
Right. I'm going to give you an example. Yeah. I got into a philosophical argument with this promoter who was complaining about a couple of legends that, like a Juventud, that was one of the names brought up, who always demanded that they have to be in the main event and they have to win so much money and this and this and this and this, right? And he goes, I'm not getting my money back, the money that I'm investing.
Right.
And I go, how are these people still getting work? And I go, because as long as there's a marked promoter like you and other marked promoters, they're always going to have work. And it's the same thing. As long as there's a network that believes in you as a mark for your product, you're always going to find a suitor. You know what I'm saying?
I bet you, like, and there's probably businesses all over the place like this, is that if you find a promoter that's a mark for somebody,
right?
Okay, he's probably, and the guy's kind of like, your typical mark promoter isn't, mark promoters don't run a business to make money. They're just running because they want to be part of the business, right?
Right.
There's got to be like tons of these guys that are scared to offer the guys too less, so they always offer them more than they should be getting.
No,
because they don't want to think. Go ahead.
These promoters, bro, here's the problem. These promoters just want to be able to take a picture with them and say, look, I was hanging out with this guy. I went to dinner with him, or I lent him my car, or he slept over at my house. Like, I've seen all of that happen, right? And then you'll get and now you're starting to see it in the United States a lot, narco promoters, which there's a lot of, and they have a lot of money and they don't get, they pay wrestlers just to hang out with them.
Right. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
And they don't care if they make money or not.
Here's some like a benchmark, like for example, right? NCAA basketball re-signed with ESPN earlier this year, right? With college basketball, you'd have to assume some games do really well. There's obviously going to be a lower level for some of the lesser known teams, whatever. But the point being, their highest rated game was 3 million viewers, and that was just the other night, or I'm sorry, just last month. And they usually do under 1 million for these games, but still in their new TV deal, they signed for a 25% raise, so an additional 28.75 million annually. So I'd imagine if Tony's performing how they want, or a little better,
Tony's not getting the blue chip advertisers that college basketball gets. That's right off the riff, bro.
The women's final outdrew the men's final this year. Did you see that?
Yes,
right.
I did.
And watch their advertisers and compare them.
Yeah.
So you think if he's like, look, we want to look at 25% raise, that's not possible, or that's not logical.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what, Netflix gave him $500 million at WWE when USA was giving.
They had a proven track record in USA and all over.
Yeah, and Tony.
So what's Tony's?
The metrics are going down,
right?
With Tony, like it's So you're negotiating with a guy that's not negotiating from a very strong position that he had a couple years ago.
But you got to remember, for some reason, they gave him 2 other shows. So that, they obviously believed in the product, and it is TNT, and they can do whatever they want. And much like Spike was helping out Impact back in the day, they might be helping him out with some things. You know what I'm saying? Who knows if their production is less because he's doing it on TNT. So I don't know. I don't know how to answer that, whoever this guy was, because I don't know what's expected. What are the metrics from TNT expected of Tony? Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.